Okay, so on today's review, Pokemon Red for the Game Boy. Now, I didn't get a Game Boy. I was part of the first generation to get involved with Pokemon, but I didn't get the games until Gold and Silver. I knew about Red, Blue, and Yellow, but I didn't have a Game Boy. I got a Game Boy Color, and the Christmas that Gold and Silver came out. And it was months later before I actually even got this. All in all, they're the foundation of the Pokemon universe. You play as Red, we'll call them that for the manga, unless if you're playing Blue or Yellow, in which case you have default names there as well. Your rival is Blue here in America, Green in Japan. You pretty much leave your hometown of Pallet Town with one of 3 starter Pokemon, Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle. Bulbasaur's easy mode, Squirtle's medium, and Charmander is hard. You then, challenge the 8 gyms, fort Team Rocket, eventually take on the Pokemon League, beat it, and then pretty much the last thing you do is you capture Mewtwo. There's really not... I mean, you don't ever really beat the game. I mean, you can catch all the Pokemon, you can beat the Elite Four, but there's never any real ending to it. There's 151, including Mew, who was a, there's conflicting stories. Some say he was thrown in there accidentally, some say that it was a joke that the developers were playing on Nintendo. Either way, he was on, and you couldn't get him without a Game Shark. There were tons of different theories and blah blah blah. The truck in, I'm trying to remember the name of the town, it's been years. I could go over and grab my map that I drew out, but I'm not gonna. It's it's the 3rd gym, the town was the 3rd gym. I think it's, oh, never mind. Yeah, but there's a truck there. In 2003, they found the actual Mew glitch, which you can abuse to get the real Mew. It's very convoluted, but you can do it. I love the game. I like it. I've recently restarted playing this version. With the exception of Vulpix, I can get everybody. Because I never had a blue version or a yellow version, but I did have Gold, Silver, and Crystal. And the reason why I say I can't get Vulpix is because my Silver died. The battery ran out. Amazingly, my Gold and Crystal actually still work. They still save and everything. I mean, if I really, really, really wanted to get Vulpix, I could just devote a whole day, non-stop, no sit-down, to go and get to where you can get it, but that would take hours, and I just don't want to do it. What else is there to say? I mean, I guess I could, go into the item system, the missing no glitches, how certain trainers are cheating whores, how certain Pokemon are incredibly broken. Along the way you do get special items which you can't use in certain circumstances, and somehow Professor Oak telepathically knows to scold you for trying to use your bike or a fishing rod where they're not supposed to be used. Oh wait, did they have escape ropes in Gen 1? I think they did. I haven't played it. Really, I like the remakes better for Gen 3, the Gen 3 remakes, because they add a bit more depth. And they get rid of some of the obvious problems that this one had, like the critical hit ratio on certain attacks. They, it's probably a more proper version. I do still love this version, but I'd rather play Fire Red over this. The only reason why I'm replaying this is because I want to just have a complete Pokédex on this just for the hell of it, which I can't because of the previous stated problem with Vulpix. Actually, my cousin had a blue version. I wonder if he still has it. If he still has that, I might just ask him to see if I can't borrow that until I get a Vulpix. If he doesn't have it, oh well, I don't really care. I've actually completed the Pokédex several times over on other games. The first time I actually ever completed a Pokedex was on in Gen 3 for Fire Red, actually. I completed the Kento Dex, with the exception of Mew, who I do have. I just had him on my Emerald version. And then everybody went to my Emerald version, and the only things I'm missing are the starters for Johto, except for Totodile's evolutionary one, I have that, and the legendary Beast. And then everybody from my Emerald version got shifted over to my my Diamond version, where eventually they'll go